Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Louise Williams and I'm the founder and CEO of Empowerment Through Thought. We are a philosophical coaching service and we help folks who are surviving toxic relationships overcome brain fog and start living the life that they deserve. Now, in today's episode, we are launching our Season 2 content. So here in Season 2, we are talking about a whole bunch of different ways for you to protect yourself against toxic people. And today's episode, I'm so excited for it. We're gonna be talking about my secret weapon against toxic people. Now, this weapon that I'm gonna be talking about is incredibly potent. And the main reason that it works is it helps you restore what the toxic people try to take away. Now, this is true whether you're currently in a toxic relationship or you are in the process of healing from a toxic relationship. This weapon is going to give you strength even when the toxic person or the memories and experiences from the toxic person are trying to break you in every possible way. And this weapon is an absolute necessity for anyone who has to navigate toxic relationships. This is not negotiable. You absolutely need to try to do this tool, use this tool immediately if this is your situation. Now, it's important to note that this tool for most folks is going to be useful, but it's not important in the same way for those of us surviving toxic relationships, right? This is something that is specifically designed to help replenish what the toxic people are taking away. So it is a necessity for those of us in this situation, whereas for most people, they'd probably benefit a bit from this tool. When you're in a relationship with a toxic person or you're healing from one, you are on the receiving end of an experience that is fundamentally designed to convince you that you are unlovable. Toxic people grow their power by convincing you that you are weak and you need this toxic person in order to even be vaguely acceptable. Now, spoiler alert, all that crap they're feeding you is just that. It's crap. It's total nonsense. You are worthy of love and happiness and all of the good things. Right now, you deserve those things. The toxic person was or is seeking to control you, right? That's why they're feeding you all of this crap, this diet of just a bunch of nonsense. They are trying to control you, but you don't have to stand idly by, right? So my secret weapon here is going to help you. All right, so you're probably thinking, that's enough hype. Like, tell me, what's this tool? What's the secret weapon? What is it? Just tell me what it is. Okay, I'm gonna tell it to you. It is a focused self-care practice. Yeah, that's my secret weapon. Now, before you rage click away from this video, I want you to understand that this self-care practice isn't just bubble baths and face masks and all that stuff that social media glorifies, right? This isn't the kind of thing where you need to go buy a bunch of stuff. This isn't the kind of thing where it has to look a certain kind of way. No, this is an intentionally and regularly engaged in ritual that is done intentionally, that is done with purpose. This is a practice that you tailor to teaching yourself, to showing yourself that you are loved, you deserve love, and you are worthy of love right now. Right? Not in a few years, not when you figure out going no contact, not like at some mystical point in the future. No, right now, in this moment, you are worthy and you deserve love. Toxic people want you to believe that you are unworthy of even the most basic forms of love, right? Even just some very low-level human respect things. Toxic people want you to believe that you don't deserve that kind of treatment. The kind of self-care practice that I'm talking about here, the kind that's my secret weapon, is one you will engage in to directly combat the BS that the toxic people are bringing into your life. Well, I can sit here and I can tell you all day long that you are worthy of love. You're just not super likely to feel that way if you have a toxic person in your life, right? You are in this environment that is constantly trying to wear you down in this. So it's just somebody telling you like, oh, you deserve better. Like, that's not enough. That's just not enough. This regular and intentional practice of self-care can help you begin to feel like you are loved, right? Not just the intellectual thing where like you can say, yes, I know that the toxic person is saying false things, but like this actual kind of emotional state where you can feel like you deserve a better life, better treatment. This means, right, if you do this, if you engage in this regular practice, the next time the toxic person does their typical manipulative behavior, you will know both on an intellectual level and on a feelings level that you are worthy of better treatment. Okay, so you might be thinking, sure, all right, I get why we might want a self-care practice, but like, what does it even look like? You said it's not bubble baths, it's not, so then what is it? What does it even look like? Well, exactly what you need and what this is going to be like depends a lot on you. The fundamental thing that a good self-care practice is built on is making yourself feel loved. Now, we all have different love languages and preferences, so you need to reflect a bit on what activities make you feel the most loved. If you feel totally overwhelmed thinking about what actions you might do for yourself to help yourself feel loved, don't worry. It's common in toxic relationships that, you know, we kind of lose touch with the things that we enjoy, with the things that like make us feel good. Toxic people don't make a lot of space for that. So it's not surprising that you might not have something that you can immediately think of as like, yeah, I would feel really good if I could do this thing. You don't have to get it right the first time, right? It's not like either the self-care practice is 100% effective or it's a total piece of crap, right? If you're not sure where to start, all you need to do is to start. Try something. Pick any activity that sounds appealing to you. Maybe that's just taking 10 minutes to doodle the way you used to back in high school. Maybe that's taking 15 minutes and listening to your favorite band on YouTube. Engage in that activity with intention, with the purpose of helping yourself feel loved, and just see how you're feeling afterward, right? It's a trial and error process. You can't go wrong so long as you are showing up and you are trying out different things that you think might be helpful. The most important thing when developing a good self-care practice is to keep trying. That means don't let yourself put it off. Right? It's so easy to say like, oh, I don't have time for that today. It's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be next week. Maybe next month I'll try that. Don't fall into that trap, right? Decide when you can do it and follow through on that. It doesn't have to be a 3-hour process. It can just be 10 minutes. Just don't let yourself put it off. Don't let yourself move it to the bottom of your to-do list. Your well-being is a priority. No matter what the toxic people are saying, no matter how they're encouraging you to believe this nonsense that you aren't worthy of better things, your well-being is a priority. This focused, intentional self-care practice will help you in the long run. It will help protect you. You deserve that. Don't put it on the bottom of your list every day. And don't let yourself give up because the first thing didn't work, right? This isn't magic, right? Like taking 15 minutes to draw again to make yourself feel better. If you don't feel like super great afterwards, the first time, okay, you know, you're dealing with a lot. You've got a lot on your plate. It makes sense that just doing it one time might not be enough. You need to try to find an activity that seems promising. You need to try it out, and then you need to regularly engage in it with this intention of helping yourself feel loved. If you do those things, you're really, over the long haul, going to start feeling, right? Intellectually understanding and feeling like you are worthy of love. You just need to show up. You need to keep trying in order to get the protection that this practice offers. If you're struggling to develop a practice that works for you, I totally understand. It can be really weird at first to start engaging in these practices. It can feel uncomfortable. You might have the toxic person, if they're still in your lives, like actively trying to undermine your efforts to do these things. It can be really difficult. I can help you if you're looking for support in developing this kind of practice. I work one-on-one with folks who are navigating toxic relationships. I can help you identify ways you can really reap the benefits of an intentional self-care practice. Now, toxic people work incredibly hard to get to us, right? They're all about it, right? They're trying to control us through the psychological manipulation. But they're part of the reason their things work is because we internalize the belief that we aren't good enough without these folks. You can still have those internalized beliefs long after you have gone no contact with this person. Okay, that stuff lingers because you have incorporated it as part of the way that you understand the world. This is critical to toxic people's ability to control us. When we practice self-care, we are fighting against those internalized beliefs. We are showing ourselves that the toxic person was wrong, that they are wrong. We are proving to ourselves that we deserve something better, and that is an excellent form of protection. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I'm going to ask you to hit that like button and subscribe if you like our content. This is the first week in our season 2. We're going to be covering a bunch more topics on how to protect yourself against toxic people. So I can't wait to share that content with you guys. And thank you so much for sharing some time with me today. Bye-bye.